So my footwork is pretty ass, and I'm here with,
the god of badminton.
and he's gonna be turning my ass footwork into a professional level footwork.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was just gonna make it less ass. First, let's see what your footwork looks like. Why don't you play a few points with our... What is our mascot doing there? Oh my god.
While she was playing with Franklin, I noticed these 3 major faults with her footwork, which we are going to fix.
Okay, one is you don't have enough lateral movement in your footwork, which we'll break down in a bit. The second thing is you recover too fast. So your momentum's always changing direction. And the third thing is you don't have enough prediction in your footwork, okay? So we're gonna fix those 3 things and then we're gonna see a big transformation. Lateral movements, I learned this from Toby actually. It's very interesting because I realized that a lot of us when we're doing footwork, or actually all footwork is always side-to-side movement. Even if you're moving to the front, you actually turn sideways first and move to the front. This is why like everyone shuffles in badminton. Otherwise we would be running like this, right? So one thing you're not doing enough is in any direction you're going, you're not moving laterally enough. Except, especially for overhead, when you're turning back here, you're like kind of just leaning backwards and running. Instead, you should be turning into this lateral position and then moving. So one thing that's important in getting into our line right away is we need to turn to our line on our first step. Yes, try it on all 4 corners. Turn to your line and then go right away. Good. Good. Okay. Turn to your line first. Yes. Yeah, there's 2 ways to do it for this side. One way is if it's defensive footwork. So this is your neutral stance, right? If it's defensive footwork, then you can turn in the line this way and then take 1 step. Okay? If it's offensive footwork, we usually hop in this direction first and then we go. This is the more unique side. Okay, now try side to side. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you understand this better now?
I think so.
What is the main difference?
Keep myself lateral always. Keep my upper body stable. And then like reach for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second step right now is your recovery. Do you know what is not great about it? Has anyone ever told you?
Too much momentum?
Yes. Right now you said when you're moving, you have a lot of, what did you say? What is this? Momentum, right? Why do you think that happens?
I said I was not balanced. Not balanced and not like laterally moved. So I'm like kind of like too far leaning forward.
Sure, that's why you can't stop. But another reason why you have too much momentum is you have too much speed, okay? So what do we need to do?
Slow down.
Yeah, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So do you know why like Lee Chong-wei looks like he's walking on the court and he covers glass? Yeah, he's very smooth. So we don't want to rush. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So right now, especially in your back courts, you rush when you come back. So you swing and then you're running back in one direction. And then no matter where it goes, if it's not in this direction, you have to change your momentum, which is really hard. Because in badminton, everything's only 1 step away. The hardest thing is changing our momentum. So you need to think about after you hit, by the time they're hitting, you need to have resolved like all of your momentum so that you can go in any direction, okay? Because if you just keep going this way, then every other direction will be much harder. Okay, let's try it with some birds. Good. Yes, like you're waiting, okay? So you hit, and then like you're just waiting here and then you go. Wait, go. Wait, go. Good. Okay, wait, go. Better. That was actually better. Okay, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see TechJoyce get destroyed later in the training video. Okay, so explain to me what that felt like.
I was much more stable and I can react faster.
Okay.
Also, I felt like whenever you hit it, like I can just go directly there instead of like having to stop myself.
Yeah. So does it make sense? Are you convinced that this is the right thing to do?
Yes.
Okay, that's easy. Let's move on to step number 3, our last one. It's prediction. Okay, so depending on what you predict, you're trying to get into that lateral position ahead of time. Okay, so let's say you think they're gonna hit this drop shot, and then I want to go for an offensive, like we talked about before. Then I'm gonna move into my lateral position and wait like this. Okay, so it's getting into your lateral positions ahead of time to try to predict for an offensive. Now, when to do this versus not do this, that's the hard part. Let's give this a try with multi. Look at my swing path, try to see where my shot is going and prepare ahead of time, okay? So I'll even use my eyes to look for you, okay, ready? Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Yes. Good. Okay, you did a bit of prediction there, right? I mean, it's so obvious. Let's try one more time. Look at my swing. Ready? Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay, this needs a bit more work. Anyways, you're not getting a prediction down today, but you did the other stuff not bad. So let's try to recap it into something actually useful, because this is probably hard for you to apply right away, right? So if you were to combine all of this into one major takeaway, what would it be?
Don't move.
That's a good one. Yeah, don't move. Pretty good one. Okay, any final questions?
What would you rate my improvement scale 1 to 10?
Oh, okay. Your improvement or what your skill level is at now versus before? What do you mean?
Now, yeah, tell me now before.
Okay, let's do out of 5 on a Google review restaurant standard. Okay, so before it was and at your level, right? Not,
Yeah.
okay. Before at your level, it was 3.8. What did you say at your potential? It's 3.8. Meaning like, I would eat there if I was in a hurry, but I wouldn't go out of my way to eat there, you know? Okay? But right now, it's at 4.2. Meaning like, it's something I would want to go eat at, but it's not like a 4.5, like I'm gonna make it inconvenient to go and eat.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I mean, your footwork was not bad when it started, but now it's just more intentional. If you can add in the prediction part, I think you'll be at 4.6. And then the rest of it, if you want to get higher than that, you need to actually just practice more. Yeah, so there you go.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a big fat thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
What the hell?